couple things about March Madness. I'm going to rant about no particular order, no particular reason for this video, just going to rant. So first things first, nothing brings out the casual college basketball fans quite like March Madness. And it's great. Marketing wise, it's great. It gets a lot of new eyeballs. Okay. But if you're a casual fan, like, you can't tell people who are actually fans of these teams that follow them all season long, every single season, or people that cover certain conferences every single season, you know, in a media capacity. You can't sit here and tell us that we're wrong, because it's very clear and apparent that you don't know what you're talking about and you don't know the rules. Because, like, where were you guys in November? You know, November, where you all think that the games shouldn't count, but they actually do, because this is college basketball, not college football, and you're mixing up the rules. Yeah, like, where were you then? No, you just started watching like 4 fucking days ago, and you think that you know everything, and you don't. Like, I just can't imagine walking around life being like, I know everything about this and I know everything about that. I watched something one time and now I'm an expert. Like, what personality trait is that? Because I fucking hate it. Like, I just don't understand that. You know, I would never sit here and like talk about things I don't know anything about. You know what I mean? Anyway, so that's one. Two, I cannot believe how many of you do not understand what a Cinderella story is, okay? And we're sitting here complaining like, oh, there's no Cinderella stories this year. First of all, a Cinderella story is not just like a single game upset, okay? Like, the Cinderella story is a double seed team who makes a deep run, okay? Since they expanded the field, there have been seven double-digit seeds to make it to the Final Four, okay? So Cinderella story is exactly that. It's something that doesn't happen every year, and it's not expected to happen. That's the point. They weren't expected to do it, right? Like the Giants beating the Patriots in the first Super Bowl. No one gave them a shot in hell. Underdogs of all underdogs, right? Like, think of it like that. That doesn't happen all the time, and it doesn't happen all the time in college basketball. And we can get into it, the whole NIL and the transfer portal, because I do have thoughts on that. But like, understand what a Cinderella story is. This is what I'm saying to you. Like, you guys don't understand conference seedings. You don't understand the games that count. You don't know what a Cinderella story is. And how come all of you, or a lot of you, don't know the difference between University of Pennsylvania and Penn State? Like, what? I had no idea that you guys had no idea they were two different schools. I had people asking me like, oh yeah, University of Pennsylvania, isn't that where Joe Pa coached? What the fuck is wrong with all of you? Like, why don't you do this? Like, why don't you pick up a map, since a lot of you don't know where all the D1 schools are and you don't realize most of us live on the East Coast, and why don't you try to educate yourself before you speak?